American President Donald Trump's policies have made Europe wary. They are no longer sure if they can depend on the U.S. for military deterrence if push comes to shove. Confronted with the possibility that the United States could abandon them during Donald Trump's presidency, European Union leaders initiated emergency discussions on Thursday to strengthen their own security measures and guarantee continued protection for Ukraine. The 27-member alliance is also warming up to reports that French President Emmanuel Macron would consult with EU leaders on the potential deployment of France's nuclear arsenal as a shield against Russian aggression on the continent. Currently, Europe's deterrence rests mainly on one country and specifically one platform. It is the French Triomphant class ballistic missile submarine armed with M51 missiles. It's crucial to note here that unlike Britain's American-made Trident II SLBM, the French system has been independently developed. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why M51 SLBM equipped French Triomphant ballistic missile submarines are Europe's best deterrence against Russia. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted and fastest VPN brand that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte. NordVPN provides a 256-bit encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy and also enables you to access contents that are blocked based on geolocation. Its threat protection system helps you avoid phishing, scams, and malware. NordVPN application is available for all the major platforms as well as browsers. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive saving by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The Triomphant class represents the nuclear-powered, nuclear-tipped ballistic missile submarines of the French Navy. The class is a critical part of France's nuclear deterrence, known as the Force de Dissuasion. These submarines, also called SNLE&G, ensure a sea-based strategic strike capability, replacing the older redoubtable class. They are designed for stealth with low noise levels and advanced detection systems, making them vital for national defense. The stealth features reduce certain types of noise by 1,000 times of the redoubtable class, whereas the sensor suit is 10 times more sensitive, making these subs a silent but potent asset. The class has 4 submarines: Le Triomphant, Le Téméraire, Le Vigilant, and Le Terrible, which entered service in 1997, 1999, 2004, and 2010. The construction cost for the 4 units was reported at 17.1 billion euros in 2009, equivalent to 20.5 billion euros in 2022. These submarines are equipped with a single 150-megawatt K-15 reactor for unlimited range. They can operate for 20 to 25 years without refueling. Manned by a complement of 111 crew members, the subs have a displacement of 14,335 tons, submerged, a speed of about 29 miles per hour or 46 kilometers per hour, and can move to depths of over 400 meters. For self-defense and conventional operations, each submarine is fitted with 4 533mm torpedo tubes capable of launching F-17 Mod 2 torpedoes or MBDA Exocet SM-39 anti-ship missiles. While these are important, a ballistic missile submarine is not meant to proactively hunt enemy ships and submarines, but their mission is to lay low and provide the enemy as little a chance as possible to detect them. The key is the 16 vertical launching tubes for SLBMs. Initially, the first 3 submarines were armed with M45 SLBMs, each carrying 6 multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, MRVs, with TN-75 warheads with 110 kiloton yield. However, by 2016, all had been retrofitted to carry the more advanced M51 SLBMs, with Le Terrible testing and deploying them from the outset in 2010. Originally, France had planned to replace the M45 with the M5, but in 1996, the Ministry of Defense decided the cost of the program was not justified and reduced its capabilities. The missile is 13.0 meters long, 2.35 meters in diameter, and weighs 53,000 kilograms or 116,845 pounds. The 3-stage solid-fuel missile has a strike envelope of approximately 10,000 kilometers or about 6,200 miles. It navigates using astro-inertial guidance and has an accuracy of 150 to 200 meters CEP. The M51.2 version, currently in service, carries 6 TNO thermonuclear warheads, each with a yield of 150 kilotons. For comparison, the Little Boy atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima had a yield of 15 kilotons of TNT, and the Fat Man atomic bomb that was detonated over Nagasaki had a yield of 21 kilotons of TNT. So technically, each Triomphant sub is capable of launching 16 multiple 6, that is 96 warheads. In November 2023, M51.3 version of the missile was tested for the first time, though it is probably not operationally deployed as of now. It is important to note that French President Emmanuel Macron's stance is not in sync with Donald Trump administration. He has rejected the idea of trusting Russia. In a televised address to the French people, he reminded them that Russia had broken all ceasefires since 2014 when it first invaded Ukraine. Friedrich Merz, widely expected to become Germany's next chancellor following his party's electoral success, has been vocal about the need for Europe to rethink its defense strategy. He pushed for dialogue with his French and British counterparts on establishing European nuclear sharing, or at least nuclear security. It is evident that many European nations are feeling extremely vulnerable. And French Triomphant-class ballistic missile submarines armed with M51 missiles can be seen as the only operational, reliable, and independent deterrence. While France also has Dassault Rafale armed with ASMPA standoff missiles for nuclear role, ballistic missile subs are far more survival. Nuclear power allows them to remain hidden in the vast oceans for virtually unlimited periods, making them exceptionally difficult to detect. This capability prevents enemies from eliminating them with a preemptive strike, which is why they are considered the most resilient component of a nuclear triad. The M51 nuclear-tipped missiles guarantees a second strike option and are the biggest deterrence for the enemy, which in this case is obviously Russia. Though Russia has several anti-ballistic missile defenses, which include S-400, S-500, and A-135 anti-ballistic missile systems deployed in silos around Moscow, it is unlikely that these can fully counter an onslaught from the French undersea platform.